that right now this cup is filled to the brim with water. Like someone put a hose in it and it's like filled up with water.
Okay.
Let's say it overflows. Let's say the water is like draining out somewhere from the cup.
Okay.
Which way do you think the water would drain?
I'm gonna say towards the lowest end, so probably that way.
This way. Okay. Awesome. I like that. Yeah, and that is one way that I can figure out the break. I kind of use my imagination with that, which is kind of a unique approach. Something I learned from a fellow teacher of mine that gave me a little short putt lesson, where yeah, you imagine the cup filled up to the brim with water, and then it overflows, and whatever way you think the water is going to run, that's where the putt's going to break.
Okay.
And also that's typically where the grain is as well.
Yeah.
So, for this one, for example, you're right, it looks like it's going to break right, just a touch. So obviously, when you fill the cup up to the brim with water, it's going to flow, everything's going to flow down towards that edge, like you said. So, love that, perfect, yeah. So if you're ever, in your PAT, if you're unsure about which way a putt's going to break, or how much it's going to break, just imagine it filled to the brim with water, and have it overflow somewhere. And wherever that water flows, that's where it's going to break. And also you can know if it's downhill, uphill, depending on where it flows
it's flowing to.
Right, exactly. So for this one, for example, we know if we're up here pointing down this way, the water's flowing this way, so we know it's going to be a downhill putt. Opposite would be if we're putting uphill towards that cup, it's going to be an uphill putt, it's going to be a little bit slower. So yeah, really great key there. Now with short putts, how do you aim? What's your process of aiming?
You know, I never really picked up any like the aim points or anything like that of like how much it breaks. It's just been kind of like learning throughout the years and then just kind of having a good base to go off of for everything.
You have a good feel for it.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. So where are you going to aim on this putt here?
So for this one, I'd probably aim left edge of the cup.
Okay.
Probably be a solid line. Have it just kind of break back about half of a cup and go right towards the center.
Okay.
Like that.
Like that. Okay.
Except I tend to have a little bit of either a pull or a push because I think I'm aiming right at it, and then I kind of second guess myself.
Yeah.
See, like that.
Yeah. So when you're in the putting motion, what do you think about? Like right before you're going to hit your putt, what do you think about?
Just keeping the line, keeping on a straight target line, like the line that I've set, and not like pulling away from it or pulling too far in from it. Just keeping it straight
back, straight through.
Yeah.
Okay. And do you think the club face, does it open and close, or does it just stay square?
I would assume it probably opens just a little bit, just because of the rotation.
Right. Yeah. And that you're correct on that. Yeah, that's something that I really like to teach, is where you don't want to take it like straight back and straight through, keeping the face like absolutely square the entire time, because then you're manipulating the club face.
Yeah.
It should feel more natural, where the club face is, as you're saying, opening slightly and closing slightly throughout the hitting area. And so I like that. That's a really good key. But yeah, I like your stroke. It's a really nice stroke. I like that grip.